So hello everyone, welcome back to Cutoff 360. So I hope today's May 10 PCB exam for MHT CET was good and you did well in the exam, and do let me know in the chat box how did you feel the overall difficulty level of the question paper was. And very right now we'll be discussing the both shift 1 and shift 2 difficulty level, and do let me know if you're appearing in the future shift, then make sure to watch this live till the end, and if you have any doubt you can post it out in the chat box. So as you can see on the screen, first we have our first analysis for the shift 1 and shift 2 both. So in the shift 1, as per the analysis that we have received, the overall difficulty level was moderate in the first shift. However, in the shift 2, the difficulty level was moderate to difficult as per the analysis that we have received from multiple candidates. So in the shift 1, many people have said that due to the lengthiness of the question paper, the physics was little difficult, like in the numerical part. However, if you check it out in the shift 2, many of the questions were difficult. That is the reason why many of the students have said that it was kind of between moderate to difficult. So we have based on the review that we have received from multiple candidates, we have highlighted topic wise difficulty level, which means from electromagnetic induction, the question that was asked from EMI, how was the difficulty level of it. So as per the review received from multiple candidate, in the EMI, in the both shift, the overall difficulty level was tough. The question that was asked from EMI was difficult. Then from oscillation also, in the both shift, we are seeing that the question questions that was asked was tough. In the rotational dynamics, the question, like in the shift 1, difficulty level was moderate. In the electrostatistics, the difficulty level was moderate. So right now we are discussing only for the shift 1, and next we will be shifting to the shift 2. And as you can see on the screen, for AC circuit, the overall difficulty level was moderate, wave optics moderate, kinetic theory of gases moderate, modern physics moderate, and the easiest section was logic gate and semiconductor and gravitation. So as per the review that we have received for both the chapters, like in both the shifts, the topic wise difficulty level was almost same. Like in the shift 2 also, current electricity was moderate, mechanical properties of fluid was moderate, wave optics was moderate, thermal property was moderate, and rest you can check out gravitation and logic gate. So if you are appearing tomorrow in the future or in the future shift, then you need to ensure that you are very much aware of the type of question that was asked in the exam, along with how was the overall difficulty level of different topics, so that you are well prepared, and even though if a tough question pops up in front of you, you are easily able to solve it. In the physics, the key, I'll repeat it again, in the physics the key will be how you apply the formula. So once again, like if you are appearing on May 11th exam, then make sure that you are very thorough with formula. If you have if you're getting somewhere confused with the formulas, then make sure that you are revising it. Many people say that you don't start any new thing in the end, so I am also recommending you the same. If your exam is tomorrow, then do not start any new chapter right now, but be thorough with the formula, because if you know how to insert the formula and implement it, then you will be easily able to solve any kind of question regardless of the difficulty. There might be multiple steps, but you will be easily able to solve it. And if you find it difficult to solve the questions, then directly move on. Many, as per the few comments that we have received from multiple candidates, many people have said that due to the difficulty, due to the lengthiness of the paper, many of the students have missed multiple questions, and that made it difficult for people to get the desired number of correct attempts in today's both shift 1 and shift 2 exams. So if you are appearing tomorrow, or if you have appeared today, do let me know in the chat box how did you feel the overall question paper was. Apart from that, if you're appearing tomorrow, make sure that you have a right approach for attempting the physics numericals. So when it comes to chemistry was moderate in both the shifts, and all the chapters, most of the chapters was moderate, like chemical kinetics, aldehyde, then polymers, chemistry in everyday life, D and F block element was kind of moderate, P block was moderate, coordinate compound was moderate, electrochemistry was moderate. And as you can see in the shift to organic chemistry was easy, chemical kinetics was easy, alcohol, phenol and ether was easy, coordinate compound was moderate, D and F block element was moderate, electrochemistry was moderate, and amines was moderate. So this is the overall difficulty level of chemistry, and chemistry was in the doable side, where some people have given a mixed reaction saying that it was kind of tough, but based on the most of the comments that we have received from multiple candidates, the overall difficulty level was moderate for chemistry. And as you can see, for biology, the overall difficulty level was moderate in shift 1. However, in shift 2, many people have given a mixed reaction saying that some of the questions were tough in shift 2. So do let me know in the chat box whether did you feel the biology was difficult in the shift 2 or not. So as you can see in the shift 1, biomolecules, reproduction in plants, ecology and environment, cell biology and cell division, reproduction health. So these were the easy chapters in shift 1. Human psychology, then genetics, then biotechnology, evolution. So these were kind of in the moderate. However, in the shift 2, human psychology was like little bit tough. And then we have seen like you can check out the complete list, like genetics, reproduction, how was the difficulty level of reproduction, organism, how was the difficulty level of evolution, and origin of life. So all the difficulty level you can check it out on the screen, and if you have any doubt you can easily ask me in the chat box. I'll try to answer your question as well. So if we see the comparison, shift 2, in the physics, shift 2 was harder in most, if you check out the over, by now you must be having a very clear idea about the difficulty level. So shift 1 compared to shift 2, shift 2 was difficult in all the way. Physics was kind of tough in shift 2. Biology was also given a mixed reaction. So overall shift 2 was tougher than shift 1. And if you are appearing tomorrow, then there is a high probability, like we are expecting that shift 1 might be little difficult. So don't panic, but have a very right approach to solve the question. And as you can see on the screen, we have a detailed student review. So student from Pune center felt one of the student from Pune center felt that physics was the trickiest, EMI and oscillation needed deep concept clarity, chemistry was relief, very direct question. So this was the review from one of the candidates from Pune center. Whereas from Mumbai center, one of the candidate has said that biology had a good number of match the following type questions, time management was fine overall, chemistry really helped build momentum. So this is the another review that we have received from candidate. And next, as you can see, one of the student from Nasik felt that chemistry covered almost all chapters from class 12, felt like it was straight from textbook. So if you are appearing in the exam, make sure you are thorough with chemistry textbook based questions, because most of the time chemistry we have seen that the question that are being asked in the exam are straightforward from the question. So do let me know if you have appeared for the exam, then do let me know how did you feel the overall difficulty level was for chemistry. And as you can see, biology was lengthy in shift 2. So as I have mentioned you earlier, that many students felt that biology was little bit lengthy. The questions were not that tough, but due to some trickiness, the question paper become lengthy. Like if suppose out of all the question, even if 7 questions are trickier, then eventually overall question paper becomes difficult. So that is what happened in the biology. So make sure if you find such questions, like you can skip it for that time. Later on, after solving other questions, you can return back, but don't waste too much time. You should be in a position to see. I'll tell you something. So basically, a person who scores highest marks has a very right approach toward identifying the difficult. You should be in a position to identify difficult versus hard, easy questions or moderate questions. For example, if you find any difficult question, and by reading the question, if you are feeling that it will take some time for you to solve it, what we would recommend, directly jump onto the next question and try to get the very right answers. And once you are done, then you can return back and find the solution for the difficult one. So these are the overall student review from different candidates. Next, if you see high priority chapters. So what are the high priority chapters that you should focus on if you are appearing for upcoming exam? So as you can see, from physics, EMI and AC circuit, then oscillation and waves, electrostatistics, rotational dynamics, semiconductor and logic gates, kinetic theory of gases. So these are the important chapters that you should focus on when it comes to chemistry, full organic chemistry, coordinate compound, chemical kinetics, then electrochemistry, D and F block element, biomolecules and polymers. So these are the important chapters that you should focus on. And when it comes to biology, human psychology, genetics and evolution, then biotechnology and application, reproduction, ecology and biodiversity, and microbe in the human welfare. So these are the important chapters that you should focus on for upcoming exam. Apart from that, do let me know in the chat box. Very soon will be, like, in the comment box we are going to drop the link of marks versus percentile. So if you have appeared for the exam, then make sure to check out the marks versus percentile in the comment box. We are going to highlight the link. Check out and do let me know how much percentile you are expecting in the exam. So this is all the overall difficulty level, and if you have any doubt, you can ask us in the chat box. And if you need any assistance or any help related to college selection, or which colleges you can, for one candidate I will be answering, like, our team will be answering one question. So you can drop your question in the chat box and in the comment box, and we will try to answer your question. So that is all. We'll be ending the live, and do let me know how did you feel the question paper was, and how many percentile you are going to score in the